hope the road is treating you well. Oh, hi, human. Nice, day we're having, yes? Actually, human, I beg to differ. Today is probably one of the most grandest of days, and it's because I met someone new. It is an auspicious moment. A friendship can bloom, or we could stay complete strangers. Totally up to you, I guess. Regardless, I love meeting new people, and I have a gift for you in particular, friend. Here, I hope it fits. Now, is there anything I can do for you? Who am I? I have gone through many names over the years, trying my best to remember what I was once called. At times, I named myself Bryce, and others, Toby. At one point, I started calling myself Leo, Uncle Leo. I don't know why, but it felt right. Maybe, perhaps, that was really my name, Leo. Perhaps this is just a name I thought up while looking at a book, though. Or perhaps when looking at a billboard. I no longer remember. But regardless, that is my name now. For better or for worse, I am Uncle Leo. A grand pleasure to meet you. Where do I come from? I do not remember. Been so long. Feels like an eternity. I remember coming from the Far East. From a place where mutants roamed everywhere. And giant flying things with men in metal fighting other men in metal. War. Fighting. No tolerance for mutants. Life was hard. I left. I don't know why. Maybe because of war, or perhaps because I wanted to see the world. I don't remember. But I left and came here. Along the way, I met so many people and seen so many sights. If you want a story, feel free to ask. I got a few I can tell. I wonder what gave it away. Is it because I don't carry a minigun? Or that I don't eat your limbs? I'm just like you, friend. Just a bit more mutated. And big. I only wish there were more like me. Maybe I wouldn't be so alone. You know, I still remember where I came from, where I was created, where I was, well, the word escapes me. I still remember emerging and seeing the light for what felt like the first time, but I knew it was a lie. I knew what I had become, and from where I came. My brothers didn't like it, that I had a mind of my own, that I didn't agree with their methods of reproduction. We were monsters, and I only wanted to live in peace. My brothers decided to cast me out of the fold, and so I traveled. Saw the wonderful sights of the world, met the wonderful people of this world. Saw the conflict, the peace, the love, and the hate. I find this place better than a pillager or conqueror. Ah, yes. Dangerous for me, yes. The world is dangerous for my kind as it is for you, human. But you see me, yes? I am a mutant. I am In the eyes of the others, a radioactive freak. I cannot stay put for very long, or otherwise I scare others. I don't like scaring other people. And so, I must wander instead. It is better this way. I can see the world, meet new people such as yourself, and even learn about the old world. Certainly, a wanderlust cannot be bad, not even for a mutant. I once chanced upon a soldier in the NCR, a ranger he called himself. He was on a mission, he said, to scout out the remains of a caravan that was razed to the ground. He said I had frightened him. I was not surprised, but what did surprise me was the fact he asked me to help him on his mission, and so I did. There were no survivors of the caravan. Everyone was killed. The woman defiled, the children kidnapped. It was horrible. The ranger nearly cried. He said his wife was with that caravan and he specifically volunteered to check up on them for her. She was dead, however, her head blown away. I consoled him, told him I knew of his pain, albeit not in the same way. That night we camped by the remains of the caravan while we buried the dead. His wife came first. We shared a bottle of whiskey while we worked. I've never seen a man cry so much. His face was an abyss of red and tears. I almost cried myself. We had parted ways the following morning, and I've never heard from him again. I do hope he found his way in this world, and he had moved on. Once in my travels, I arrived in a place called Kansas. It was a huge territory and dominated by sandstorms and things called tornadoes. I wasn't going to stay, however. I knew that if I did, I would die. The natural events were terrible on the people surviving there. Well, on my travels, I met a little doggy, a fuzzy thing, and no bigger than my foot. At first, I ran from it, not knowing it was friendly. When I finally realized it meant me no harm, I quickly took a liking to the little thingy. I named him Tutu. I don't know why, but I did. Took him with me everywhere I went. Sometimes I carried him, sometimes he just walked next to me. The little doggy ate everything: meat, vegetables, fruits, spicy peppers, whatever I gave him, he ate. But one day, he turned up missing. I woke up from a nap to see he was gone. Vanished. Disappeared. I searched high and low for the little doggy, but never found him. I think someone nabbed him and made off with him, but I cannot prove it. I'll always miss Tutu, but I'm not in Kansas anymore. Gotta move on, even if I do miss him greatly. Oh, you flatter me with your offer, human, but I've no need of one. I live with the idea that I must harm no one, for any reason. When faced with danger, I run away. When being robbed, I give them what I have. I see no reason to use a weapon, for weapons are what caused the world to become what it is now. If I am to die on the road one day, then so be it. You cannot change fate, and you cannot deceive it either. If it happens, it happens. But I appreciate your concern for me, and I do not want such a good deed going unrewarded. Here, I've no need for it, for I cannot wear a suit. I know it isn't much. I wish I could give you so much more, like the moon, or the sunset, or the joy of a child's laughter. But this is all I can offer. I hope you love it. I have been there. I do not like it. All the screaming, all the yelling. The Nightkin sleep rarely and holler at night. It was great to find a community of like-minded mutants, but I couldn't sleep. The Nightkin are not sane mutants like me. It was unfortunate, but I'd rather hold on to my own sanity. I once found my way to a place where kin could live without fear of prejudice, without fear of being hunted by humans. A place called Jacobstown, and was a settlement for those of my kind. Nightkin, regular mutants, and even very smart ones were there. It was paradise. I thought I had found a place to call home finally, but there lay one issue. The Nightkin. They are insane. They scream and holler at night and gave me many sleepless hours. I had to leave. The madness was too much to bear. There are times where I regret leaving. It was a peaceful community, and I could walk around without someone taking a shot at me out of fear. But all good things must come to an end at one point or another. Am I right? Everything I've got? Well, I don't have much. But I do suppose I could give you a gift. So here, it's not much, but it'll certainly benefit you more than me. Of course! I found the case of water one evening when looking for shelter. I've been carrying it with me ever since. It is only right that I give it to you, a good friend, so that they might make better use of it than me. I only wish I could give you something better. Have you ever seen the sun set over Lake Mead? A beautiful vision, to be sure. I only wish I could be able to give you that instead. Worry? It's sweet of you, but I am fine. I promise. We all take risks the second we leave our homes, and for me, with every step I take, I cannot allow worry and fear to overcome me. If I did, I would never take another step. So instead, I trudge forward. If I am to die one day on the road, then so be it. I've lived a decent life, more so than most of my brothers. I learned how to set a bone straight once back in a place called Kentucky. I was walking blindly through a storm that was raging fiercely upon the shallow earth when I fell. At first, I was uncertain what was happening. I thought I had been lifted by something unseen initially, but quickly, the scary reality set in. I had walked blindly into a quarry and was falling fast. When I had hit the ground, the only thing I remember vividly was the pain, the deafening dirge of pain. I screamed and roared loudly the curses of my past self for not paying attention, and to the storm for blinding me. I don't remember how far I fell, nor how long I had sat there, but I sat there for a long time, understanding that if I don't do something, well, it would have been the end for Uncle Leo. Turns out, my leg was broken, and I tried all sorts of things to set it back. A splint, a rock, my own fist, nothing worked. When the storm had settled, and my mind finally cleared itself, I took a hold of my leg and took a deep breath. Then everything went red as I pushed. Looking back, it is a funny memory. A painful one, but funny nonetheless. I can't think of one right now. I'm sorry, friend. Be careful. War is coming.